guys, welcome back to another video. This video is episode 3 in my nesting series here on my channel. This is the nursery overhaul that everyone I think has been waiting for. The other videos were kind of bits and pieces on like specific things, but this is the whole nursery organization video, and I'm sure that I'm not alone in the nursery becoming a catch-all room until it gets close to baby time. I feel like everyone kind of turns their nursery into just a storage unit for a while. So I don't feel so bad about showing you the skeletons in my closet here. It's a bit of a disaster. We've just been throwing everything in here and it's utter chaos is all it is. I've got just diapers everywhere, wipes everywhere, like things just need to be put away and organized. I want to do a nursery tour video, but I want to do it after the baby's here and after we kind of live in the nursery for a while, because I feel like it'll be most beneficial and entertaining to people watching when the functionality of our nursery is useful for us. It's nice to have everything organized and put where you want it, but in real life, sometimes you need cloths in a different drawer, or you need other things accessible that you didn't really think of when you were pregnant, and when real life happens, you find yourself reaching for certain things more than others. So I want to do a nursery tour after we've kind of lived in it and after we've kind of figured out what works best for us, because I think that would be most helpful for people who are watching nursery tour videos to get ideas on where to put things and how to organize things. I've watched quite a few of them here lately, just trying to get ideas of what to put in what drawer and how to organize things, and just trying to figure out what is going to be functional and what's going to work best for us. So I think my course of action here was just kind of take everything out of the closet to begin with and organize everything, and then put it back where I feel that it needs to be, I guess is the best way to explain it. Does that make any sense to you guys? Pregnancy brain has definitely been in full force here lately. So just going to try and organize everything in the closet before I put it back in here, just to kind of see what we have and do like an inventory, I guess, to be able to even organize this to begin with, because there's just stuff everywhere. In this shot you can't really see, but on the right where that baby bath is sitting, there's just a pile of stuff underneath that. There's a pile of stuff in front of the door that you can see, but over by the dresser on the other side of the room, there's just clutter everywhere. I've got clothes that I bought and that I have been gifted. Man, talking today, hooked on phonics was not my strong suit. I have a lot of baby clothes that I need to organize. I've got some in the dresser, I've got some here in the closet, I've got the bigger sizes here in the closet that I've kind of organized and already gone through, but we do have a full-size dresser, and we don't have the drawer dividers that you see all over Pinterest and all over YouTube, because it just wasn't in our budget. And it just wasn't something that I could justify spending a lot of money on, because they can get quite pricey when you're trying to buy multiple dividers for a full-size dresser. So I didn't do that. So there's just stuff everywhere. Here's all the little baby toys that I kind of pulled out of Holly's stuff. These are like her infant toys. I have a almost 2-year-old, if you're new here. Her name is Holly, and she is a wild child. But these are all her like little infant toys that I kind of pulled aside that she doesn't really play with. I think these like balls that you see with like the bells and stuff that you can hook together, I have put them back out in the living room for her to play with. But these are just like a lot of rattles and teethers, and there's like little wristband rattles that you can hook on. So that stuff I stuck in here for Noah for when he gets a little bigger and ready for them. This diaper cake is adorable. For one, my mother-in-law mailed this to us as a surprise, and it was perfect timing. It was one of those pick-me-ups that I didn't know that I needed. But this thing, y'all, it took me a hot minute to get this taken apart. Whoever made this, I'll see if I can find the company that she went through and link it below for you guys. because this was an awesome gift and it was full of diapers and bibs and actual useful things that we're going to use. But this thing was some serious innovation. It took me probably an hour to take this all apart. And I'm so thankful. I don't want that to come off like I'm complaining. I'm so thankful for diapers. We're definitely going to use all of these diapers. So I actually had like a little tote that I stuck over here to put like all the ribbon and rubber bands, and there were push pins holding like the blankets together. But the way that they designed this diaper cake, I was very impressed. It was so unique, and I have never seen something like this before. When I had Holly, Anthony's aunt actually made us a dragster diaper cake, which was so, so cute. And again, something that I had never seen before. So I'm sure that you can Pinterest like all kinds of like diaper cakes and kind of get inspiration and ideas. But this was so sweet and so interesting. Again, took forever to take apart, but it was worth it. I also pulled a laundry basket, that number bin, I guess, that you see there. I'm just kind of throwing all the laundry as I'm kind of pulling it out of here. And then afterwards, I went through and sorted the laundry by colors because I ended up with so much of it. But this was a really nice, I guess, tip for when you're going through the nursery and trying to kind of get it organized and everything. Just throwing everything in categories and then going through each category was the easiest way for me to do this. And it was nice because I didn't get so overwhelmed that I just felt like I couldn't get it done or I didn't know where to start. And when you have more than one kid, you don't have all the time to devote. I didn't have a whole day to spend on this and just sit here and not have to worry about doing anything else because obviously she takes a nap for only a couple hours. So I had a very limited window to be able to do stuff in here, but being able to kind of organize things on a big scale and then really go in and fine tune everything after the fact was really nice to be able to do, because I could kind of do bits and pieces here and there as I could get to it. Another thing I found really useful was actually saving diaper boxes. These boxes are awesome for storage, whether it's like here I'm using it to put all of these diapers from the Diaper Cake in. I organize them by size. I think these are all size 2 diapers. There were a few size 1 and newborn diapers mixed into that Diaper Cake, but these diaper boxes are usually really sturdy. I like the Amazon brand diapers. You're going to see a lot of those boxes here in these videos, but they're great for like storing clothes that your kids outgrow or things that they're not into yet or things that you're not going to be needing for a while. I do have one of these boxes in the closet full of like all my maternity stuff after the fact, and my postpartum things that I'm not going to use are all going to get put in one of these boxes. And they stack really nice, they're durable, so save your diaper boxes for a while because I am constantly finding use for them. And if you don't find a use for them, I give my toddler some crayons and set her in them and let her just color away and play, and she has the best time with a cardboard box. Kids are very easily entertained most of the time, and expensive toys are set aside a lot of times for a cardboard box. I give her a lot of food boxes when I'm making dinner, like mac and cheese boxes and pasta boxes and things like that for her to play with for a little while. She obviously rips them apart and destroys them, but she does have a grand old time with them. So diaper boxes are awesome to keep on hand. I am constantly finding use for them, and you never know what you're going to be able to store in them. So backtracking to the crayons, do you say crayon, crowns, or crayons? I find myself saying it all kinds of ways, depending on who I'm talking to and the context. Most of the time I say crayons, like C-R-A-N-S. Let me know, because I think that's one of those fun debates. Everyone says it differently, and I feel like the way that you say crayon or crayons is personal to each family and where you're from. So let me know in the comments below, just for funsies. How do you say it? Crayon, crowns, crayons, any other variation of the word that you can think of, let me know. The endless de-tagging of baby clothes. I think it's so funny how many tags. First of all, this towel is adorable and so sweet. I think it is Cloud Island brand. Don't hold me to that. Pretty sure it's Cloud Island. It either came from Target or Walmart. Pretty sure. I'm trying to think of what brand that stuff is there. I think it's Carter's brand, so I'm gonna say Target. But anyways, back to the tags. There are so many tags on baby clothes. Why? It drives me insane. And I'm always so scared that I'm not going to get every piece of like the little plastic tag and it's going to get stuck in like their clothes or like get melted to their clothes or stuck in my dryer, or my daughter's going to find it and choke on it. Who knows? It's something of the anxious mind that you start spiraling and thinking of something bad is going to happen with that. So de-tagging baby clothes always takes a good chunk of time because there's a million tags on them. I also think it's super funny how I think at Walmart I've seen, like, if you buy kids clothes, there's like a flammable tag on there. Not sure why we need to let everyone know that clothes are flammable. I mean, fabric itself is flammable, but anyways, here we are organizing some diapers, lots of diapers. You're gonna need them. I really enjoyed getting diapers for baby shower gifts because you can stock up, and then I think it's Target and maybe Walmart, you can exchange unopened boxes of diapers for bigger sizes as long as they sell that brand in store. Um, Look into that because I'm not 100% sure. I've never actually done it, but I've heard multiple times that you can do diaper exchanges, and I think Target and Walmart both do it. I've also heard that Target does clothes exchanges for like the Cat and Jack brand. When your kids grow out of them, you can take the Cat and Jack brand clothes to Target and do like an exchange return and get like their bigger sizes and things. Again, I haven't actually done this. It's just something that I've heard a few times. I haven't looked into it either. So that would be something to look into if you have a Target close by. See what their, I guess, exchange policy is on Cat and Jack brand clothing. I'm not sure if it's like a manufacturer exchange or what the deal is with that, but that seems really awesome. My daughter does have some Cat and Jack things, but I've never gone to exchange them or anything. I usually just take her outgrown clothes to a small business that's somewhat local to us. It's called Kitty Winks, and it's kind of like a Once Upon a Child, but it's independently owned, and I really love their products. It's so nice to be able to get rid of some things, and she buys them from you, and I'm always able to find some good stuff there in like my daughter's next size with the money that I get from selling the clothes that she's outgrown. Man, that was a mouthful to say. So I did wash the car seat and the car seat cover and everything. I was able to take all of this apart and soak it in the bathtub and get it really nice and clean. We are using all this stuff that is left over from when I had my daughter. So it was much loved. A few stains, but nothing that I couldn't get out with just soaking everything in a bathtub of hot water and a big cap full of laundry detergent. And I just let it soak for about an hour or two. Really just forget about it and then come back later. Drain the water, fill it up, let it soak again to kind of rinse out. And I rinsed these things a couple of times just to make sure that all the detergent was out of it. And then I wrung them out the best I could, and then I hung them outside on our balcony to air dry. You could also just leave them in the tub and let them dry, and then once they were probably 75 to 80% dry, throw them in the dryer. It didn't warp anything. Everything came out just fine, and it came out really clean, actually. It came out really new. This is a germ tag that I got on Amazon. It says, "Stop, your germs are too big for me. Look, don't touch," or something along those lines. I actually was talking to my OB about this today. I find it so interesting that this is what we have come to, where usually it's the older generations that get super excited when you have a little one and they just want to pinch their cheeks or grab their toes. And it used to be that way, but now with, all the sickness going around and the pandemic and everything like that, like, you kind of have to remind people, like, hey, this is a human being, not a toy. Please don't touch my kid. So we got that on there. I had it, again, left over from my daughter. Oh man, this nightstand. This really just became a catch-all drawer. This has all kinds of stuff in it. Baby monitor. We've got some headphones, it looks like, for the racetrack. These actually, when you buy them, come with 2 colored bands, so I didn't have to buy new ones for Noah, which was super nice. I was just able to swap the band out from when we used them with Holly. It is like a light gray color that we switch it to, and then there's like a light pink color that we used for Holly. But these are awesome for the racetrack. I'll link these below if you're interested. I think, yeah, it's the Alpine brand. They worked great. I'm really excited to have those and be able to use them again. They actually sent me 2 of them when I ordered it. So I have 1 pair in the motorhome that stays in the motorhome, and then I have 1 in the house because obviously when we start the race car in the driveway, it gets really loud in the house. So it's nice to have a pair in the house and in the motorhome so I don't have to move them back and forth and then risk forgetting them when we go racing, which would be really bad. But we've got some cute little teethers that we got as a baby shower gift. I've got just, what is that? Hair ties? Oh yeah, hair ties that I got. There's some gift cards that we were gifted for meals and things after baby gets here. And then there's some like month belly badges and hand sanitizer. So here is the room all organized and put together. I am really happy that this is not a chaotic mess anymore. We can actually like walk in here, see what's in here. As we get the last finishing things, we're not so overwhelmed. I'm really happy with how this turned out. So like I said, there will be a nursery tour after we live in this for a while, and I want to show you guys the functionality of things and not just what looks pretty. So stay tuned for that. If it's up, I'll link it below. But thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.